Yo, what is going on, guys? We are playing some more NHL 17 today, and if you guys remember, a couple weeks ago we did a all playmakers versus all snipers type playoff series sim deal to see which build was better, and as you guys suggested in the comments, and as I was kind of thinking once we already did, it was like, how about we try and get all of the builds involved here for forwards only. Obviously we can't do defensemen with this because you do defensemen. It can definitely alter the outcome of the game because those guys are meant to play defense, these guys are meant to play offense. So we continue with the all offensive lines. We only did, what we did total here was we did a team of two-way forwards, as you can see here. We did a team of power forwards, we kept the snipers, and we kept the playmakers. There wasn't enough or any enforcers at all out there, so that was kind of the reason we couldn't add us 5th and 16. There's a lot of grinders, not a lot of high overall grinders, so that's why we chose power forward over grinders. But there wasn't any enforcers out there, which is strange. I thought there'd be some. There may be like 1 or 2, but I went through 5 or 6 teams with absolutely no enforcers. We wouldn't have been able to field a team of all enforcers, so that's why we just did 4 teams here. We did two-way forward, we did power forward, sniper, and we did playmaker. Here's the two-way forward team: Johnny Toews, Joe Pavelski, Alexander Steen, Brandon Saad, Kopitar over there on the second line. We're thick up the middle, as you would have expected. Ryan O'Reilly. We're missing somebody. Okay. EA, don't do this to me. Where is he? Please tell me he's in the thing. Alright, there he is. Patrice Bergeron. He's talking about them centers up the middle. I was like, where's Bergeron at? Apparently, he's playing defensive partnering over here with his good old teammate Brad Marchand. You got Jordan Stahl, you got Monahan. They always like to put a little bit of a smaller guy out. Well, Monahan's not small. For some reason, I was thinking he was small. 6'3" is not bad. 6'1" in Draisaitl, though, and 6'3" in Koivu. We'll see how it goes. And as you guys know, we always keep the goalies at the same overalls, 92 by 84. That's how every team's goalies overall is. No matter who the goalie is, they got a 92 overall, they got an 84 overall, so that keeps it balanced out. Our all-power forward line is the weakest line of them all, I definitely have to say. We got Getzlaf, Wheeler, Patrick in the first line. Not a bad first line at all. The second line isn't too bad either in JVR, Barkov, and Neal, but when we get to that line, you got Brown, Boyle, and Abdelkader. It gets a little bit sketchy. We got to see what that defense is as well. 88, 88, 86, 86, 85, 84. Again, the defense isn't that thick as well, but I think Backus and Lucic can go out there and do it. They'll be fine. They'll be really fine. Maybe they probably won't actually be fine. And then we got Chris Kreider and Landeskog, Nelson, Iginla. We'll be all right. We'll see how it goes. Then we got, as you guys already remember, we already have the other lines done. If you remember from last video, if you don't, we'll go over them again. Stamkos, Patty Kane over here playing sniper. Tavares, Tarasenko, Jeff Carter, Sedin. The defense has Johnny Gaudreau, Corey Perry, Phil Kessel, Forsberg, Nyquist, Panarin. Got a pretty stacked looking team. The power forwards, the two-way forwards, their work is going to be cut out for them. The snipers and the playmakers both have very solid teams. Crosby, Voracek, McDavid, Malkin, Parisi, Sagan. Their third and fourth lines are better than the power forwards' first and second lines. That's not very good. You don't want the bottom 6 to be better than your top 6. And then the defense has got 91s across the board, 89s and 88s. Closing the door there was Stepan and Alex Galchenyuk. So let's go ahead here. We're going to go ahead and get this playoff series started and underway. It is going to be very interesting to see, though, for the fact that even though the overalls are so much worse for the power forwards, the two-way forwards, those two teams do have more of the, if you want to say, defensive and physicality stats on their sides compared to the playmakers and snipers. So maybe having that more defensive and more physicality style of play can actually help them win these games. We'll have to see. We're going to sim up these games here. We're going to sim up the first round. It looks like Nashville takes game number 1. Ottawa is going to take game number 1 over there in Pittsburgh, though. So it looks like we already got some interest coming around here. It looks like Nashville is going to take game number 2. The Blues cannot. They're rough. It's rough for those Blues, but can they win? They cannot. The Senators can, that's for sure. They pick up their second win. It looks like the Nashville Predators have a 2-0 series lead, and so did the Ottawa Senators. The Senators are kind of surprising right now, too. They're the team of all power forwards, the lowest overall of them all. So we'll see how this goes. Here we go. Looks like Nashville's going to sweep them Blues. What about the Ottawa Senators? The Penguins are not going to take a game. The Senators jump out 3-0. Here's a chance for the sweep. These games, you'd think they're a little bit more competitive. Maybe not. There's the sweep for the Predators. What about the Senators? Are they going to 4-game sweep the Penguins? They are not. We're going to go to game number 5. How about game number 5? What do you guys think over there? Game number 6 is coming. You guys better not sleep on them Penguins, Ottawa. Go out there and close the door before it gets ugly. Uh-oh. A 3-0 series lead by the Senators. I just got done talking about how the power forwards were surprising playing the way they were. And all of a sudden, it's a 3-3 series tie. And we might just see a team win 4 straight and win a 3-0 series when they're down 3-0. Be interesting to see. I don't know when the last time that's ever happened, but it's going to happen to EA because it's EA. Oh, the Senators pulled it out. That was going to be ugly if they didn't make it. I didn't know what I was going to think if they didn't make that. Senators v Predators. Game number 1 is taken by Ottawa. Now, if you guys don't remember, the Predators are the team of all snipers, and the Senators are the team of all power forwards. Again, I said the lowest rating of them all was the power forwards, but they had that physicality, they had the defensive statistics on their side, and it's working to their advantage. 2-0 Ottawa Senators. We're going to sim one more game. We'll go live to game number 3. I'm hoping the Predators can pull out a win here. They got some, there we go. They pulled out 2-1. We'll sim one more game because of that, actually. I lied to you guys. How do you feel about that? Lying straight onto YouTube. Very bad idea. There we go. 3-1 Senators. Well, we better sim up this game. Slow sim it. See what happens here. It is 3-1. The Senators need one more game, and it is all but over. We're going to sim up that first period. Senators take a 2-0 lead. We're going to slow sim this second period, and the Nashville Predators look like their backs are up against the wall early off of that James Neal and JVR goals. We got to find something here, Nashville. Gotta find something. You don't score goals now, you're gonna have a problem winning this series. 15 minutes left in the second period. Still have plenty of time. Nashville is all over the Senators right now, getting them shots. Now they're on the power play. They gotta make something happen on this power play, boys. You're all over them. They just can't put the puck in the back of the net. It's not gonna happen. They're all over them, but if you look, there isn't any shots in the slot. Top of the point right there, not really in the slot, and the Senators just scored another goal. So they are playing good defense against these snipers. These snipers don't like being banged around. That is for sure. James Neal over there with another goal. There's Nashville coming back with a goal. Bobby Ryan over there. Much needed goal there to end the second period. There's still a chance. They're only down 2 goals. We have a very solid chance of seeing these guys come back. They're a team of all snipers. They have a very good chance of scoring goals. They have no problem at all scoring goals. So they should be all right. We'll see what they can do here. 15 minutes left in the third. 3-1 game. Looks like once again, oh, Predators on the penalty kill. Can they kill the penalty off? Can they kill it off? They're gonna, nope, it's not happening. There's a goal. And it's a long power play too, because they're still on the power play. Must have been a 5-minute major. They can't afford to do something like that. Backus on Cam Ward. That is a team killer right there. You cannot be doing that. It was just a minor. They just took so many minors at a time. There was the problem. They ended up taking 3 of them in that span. You just can't take 3 penalties there in the third period, and it definitely hurt them as the Ottawa Senators came around here, made it easy on them, came and scored 4 goals. Nashville scored 1. That's gonna kill them. They lost this game. Not even close. Okay, it was close. Let's look at the stats real quick. It was actually closer than you may think, because I do believe they had some pretty good stats. Where do we see the shots at? Do we not have one of those? We have a 3 stars. We have a summary, shot summary. That's what I'm looking for right there. 37 shots to 25. They outshot them like crazy in every period but the third. The third was a little bit different. They had all them penalties to kill off, and they still let in a goal. Nashville just couldn't quite handle them Senators. 3 stars of the game, James Neal, Craig Anderson, and JVR. Craig Anderson was standing on his head out there for those Ottawa Senators today and earned themselves a much-needed Stanley Cup win. Now, who would have thunk it? The worst team of them all 4 teams, the power forward team, actually came out on top. I know what you guys are probably thinking, that's an easy win for the Snipers, but no, there was a lot of consideration put in there when they thought, well, those power forwards, man, they got the offensive scoring capabilities, they got the defensive presence, and it went out there and it showed as they went out there and won the Stanley Cup in a team of all playmakers versus a team of all snipers versus a team of all two-way forwards versus a team of all power forwards. The Ottawa Senators came on top, the team of all power forwards. As always, guys, I hope you enjoyed the video. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you next time.